this grove of trees. The fact that your mother helped plant them.
Oh, darn. I left my backpack back by the creek where we stopped. I'll have to go back and get it. You all wait here and I'll be right back.
No, I'm sure one of the girls will volunteer to go back and get it.
Really? You're 32 and not eating?
You have to not eating me every chance you had when we were growing up. I think it's time I got your back. At least once. Very immature. Maybe. But are you saying you won't abide by the not eating code?
Oh, no. I'll abide by the code. After all, it's less than 50 yards.
What is the principle? I finally won a not in.
Congratulations. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, have a seat while we wait.
You know, I think I'll join you. That log looks like it's got enough room for two.
So, where are we going to eat when we get done with the hike?
There it is, the primal question.
What do you mean?
Well, your father means Sarah's question was always, how much farther? And yours was always, where are we going to eat when we get done with the hike?
I didn't always ask about where we were going to eat.
No, only when we hadn't decided beforehand. If we had decided where we were going to eat, then you'd just be focused on what you'd be ordering.
You make it sound like that's all I ever did during the hikes.
No, not the whole time.
It was pretty impressive. Remember how she would know every restaurant in the area wherever we hiked?
And she'd trail along behind us, going over all the pluses and minuses of each one.
And if we'd already picked a place that we'd been to before, she'd have most of the menu memorized. Quite a memory for a young girl.
Just trailing along listing possible foods as we walked.
It got a lot quieter in those like teenage years when she pretended not to notice.
I did not.
Oh, of course you did. We were just talking about that earlier. We understand. 16 and 17-year-old girls don't want the humiliation of being seen hiking with their parents.
I didn't do that.
Aubrey, we were there. We remember you walking way out there in front of us.
Well, that's just because I walked faster than you did.
Yes, we talked about that too. How incredible it was that you could keep up such a pace with that. I can't believe I have to do this walk as we walked along.
I didn't.
You did. But again, we understood. Hiking with your parents was not high priority at that age.
I guess you're right. I didn't think you all noticed.
Well, of course we noticed. We're your parents, and we're not complete idiots.
Well, I have to admit, I wasn't all that thrilled to be hiking with my parents during those years.
There you go. See, confession is good for the soul.
Well, as long as we're on the subject of confessions, there's something else a little earlier in childhood that Sarah and I did want to talk about.
You didn't get the backpack?
There's something back there.
What do you mean there's something back there?
I mean, I could hear something moving in the bush, and I felt like it was being watched.
Come on. I'll bet it was a squirrel.
It wasn't a squirrel.
Squirrels can make all kinds of racket when they run through the brush.
Dad, it wasn't a squirrel.
Maybe it was a deer then.
Oh, it wasn't a deer either.
Then what was it?
Well, I don't know, but it wasn't a squirrel, and it wasn't a deer, and it didn't sound like anything like that.
Well, Sarah, what did it sound like?
Oh, I don't know. It was just very strange, and I'm sure it was watching me.
For goodness sake. I'll go back and get the pack.
I don't know, Carl. What if it is a bear?
Oh, it's not a bear. And even if it was, bears don't attack people out here on the Oregon coast. They're just cuddly little black bears.
What if it's a cougar?
Oh, it's not a cougar.
How do you know it's not a cougar, Dad?
Because it's not. And besides, if there was a cougar, it would have already gotten your little sister and she wouldn't be here telling us about it.
That's not funny, Carl.
Oh, come on, Phyllis. There's no cougar out there. They're one of the most elusive animals in the forest. If there had been one in this valley, it would have scampered out as soon as it heard the group was coming. Now look, I'll go get the pack and you all
just leave it.
We are not leaving your backpack because Sarah heard something in the brush. I'll be right back.
Well, be careful.
I will be, don't worry.
Be careful, Dad.
I will. Now, I'll be back in 2 shakes.
So, Sarah, what do you think it was?
I don't know, but it made the strangest sound.
Like what sound?
Well, it's hard to describe. Like, there was some rustling in the brush, but there was something almost like growling, but only sort of like growling. Like it was trying to imitate growling.
Imitate growling? What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. It was like growling, but sort of artificial, like rah, rah, rah.
That doesn't sound like any animal I've ever heard.
That's what I mean, like almost artificial.
Maybe it's a Bigfoot.
I'm serious.
Well, how do you know it wasn't a Bigfoot? Did you see it?
I know because there are no big feet.
Besides, I would think a Bigfoot's voice would be deeper.
Mom, I'm serious.
Maybe it was a young Bigfoot. A young one might not have a deep voice.
What would you call a young Bigfoot?
Mom, I'm serious. I really did hear something back there.
I'm sure you did, dear. But I'm sure your father's right, too, that it's not anything dangerous.
How about Cub?
What?
Cub. You know, a young Bigfoot.
No, I don't think so, Aubrey. They're not bears.
But Cub works for lions, too.
Well, they're not lions either.
I just mean that Cub works for a variety of animals.
But I think there's supposed to be some sort of primate. What do you call a baby gorilla?
Funny, I have no idea.
Well, there must be a name for them.
Yes, there is. It's baby gorilla.
Yes, but what do you call
Baby gorilla.
them? Yes, but what do you call
That's it. Baby gorilla.
them? That's it. What's it? What do you say?
Mom, a young gorilla is called a baby.
No, that can't be it.
It is. You used it several times. You just asked what a baby gorilla is called. Well, it's a baby gorilla.
I guess that makes sense.
So, you say a young Bigfoot should be called baby.
No, I didn't say that. I just said that's what you call a baby gorilla.
But we're talking about Bigfoot.
Big feet.
But wouldn't you just call them babies if they were babies?
What?
Wouldn't you just call them babies if they were babies?
I heard what you said, Mom. What do you mean by call them babies if they were babies?
I mean, you would only call them babies if they were like infants.
Well, of course. So what's your point?
Well, my point is, whatever you heard wasn't likely to be an actual Bigfoot baby. I mean, I wouldn't think Bigfoot parents would let their little baby Bigfoots run walking around loose on the woods like themselves. So it might have been a young Bigfoot, but not an actual baby. Maybe an adolescent Bigfoot. What would you call an adolescent Bigfoot?
Mom, it wasn't a Bigfoot.
You can't know that for sure.
Yes, I can. There are no Bigfoots.
Aha! You said Bigfoot.
Oh, I mean big feet.
Too late. I win.
All right, you win. But look, I did not hear a Bigfoot or a young Bigfoot, but I did hear something, and it didn't sound very friendly.
I'm afraid she's right.
Well, what do you mean?
Well,
What happened?
I found your backpack back by the creek, and something's gone through it.
Well, let me see. You're right, they're gone.
What's gone?
The granola bars. Something got the last couple of granola bars.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
What?
Sarah!
What?
You made all that up just to cover up eating the last granola bars?
What? You think I go through all that for a couple of granola bars?
Yes, I think you would.
Mom!
Well, it does sound like something you do. And you have to admit,
I hear something.
I don't hear anything.
Well, that's because you're talking. Listen.
I do hear something walking.
It's coming from that way.
Whatever it is, it must have circled around us.
I think it's coming this way.
It is. Everybody get behind me.
What is it?
I don't know. Just stay behind me. What do you want? Who are you?
You talk English.
Well, of course we do. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I live here.
What do you mean you live here? Who are you?
Arnold.
You're Arnold Foster?
You know Arnold?
You can't be Arnold. Foster, he disappeared 47 years ago.
You know Arnold.
Yes.
How you know Arnold?
I was Arnold's tree planting partner the day he disappeared.
No. Arnold partner, Phyllis.
Yes, I'm Phyllis.
No, Phyllis. Smaller.
I grew up, Arnold. I'm a mother and grandmother now. Oh my heavens, you are Arnold. I recognize your face after all these years.
And you, Phyllis?
Yes, Arnold. Me, Phyllis. Arnold, what are you doing out here?
Arnold lived here.
But why?
Because this where Arnold lived?
Well, you can't argue with that logic.
Carl, this is no time for jokes.
Well, Arnold, how could you survive all these years out here? What did you eat?
Arnold learned from Yule Gibbons.
Who's Yule Gibbons?
I remember him. He was on the Great Nuts cereal commercial when we were kids. He was supposed to be some kind of nature expert. But how did that help?
Oh, he asked question. Ever eat pine tree?
Many parts are edible. I remember.
Oh yes, I remember that. It was like his catchphrase. Ever eat a pine tree? Many parts are edible.
Yes. Arnold also see commercials when young. Remember and find edible parts of pine tree.
But Arnold, these aren't pine trees. They're Douglas firs.
Oh, that explains why so chewy. But Arnold find other things to eat also.
But Arnold, what happened? You just disappeared that day. What happened to you?
Was it an alien abduction?
What? Alien abduction.
Well, you know. Did the aliens come down and take you?
Arnold not know aliens.
How about Bigfoot? Did Bigfoot carry you off?
Arnold not know Bigfoot.
Enough, Sarah. Arnold, what happened to you?
Arnold wait for nobody watching. Arnold go behind the bus. So no one see. Arnold walk away. No one see.
But Arnold, they searched for you for weeks.
Arnold no. Arnold hide. when we paired. Arnold think you fall in love with Arnold. But you go off with friends instead.
Oh, Mom, you broke his heart.
Yes. Arnold's heart broken.
But I don't think you even spoke to me all the time we were planting trees.
No, Arnold knows me.
Then how was I supposed to know how you felt about me?
Arnold think love transcend spoken word.
Oh, Arnold was a true romantic.
That's one word for it.
Sarah, be nice. Now, Arnold, I'm so sorry I didn't realize how you felt about me. I wish you would have said something.
If Arnold speak, Phyllis fall in love.
Well, now I don't know that. It was a long time ago. Who knows? Maybe.
Arnold speak now.
Arnold is a little late now.
Arnold understand. Arnold go.
No, Arnold, wait.
Phyllis love Arnold.
Well, no, Arnold.
Arnold go.
Arnold, wait.
Phyllis love Arnold now.
No, Arnold.
Arnold go.
Arnold, now I don't love you, but I don't want you to go.
Why?
Look, Arnold, we want you to go with us.
Go? Go where?
Back to civilization.
Arnold not know civilization.
People. We want to take you back where people live. Back where you came from.
No, people. Arnold live here.
But after all this time, Arnold, don't you want to meet people? Aren't you lonely?
Yes. Arnold lonely.
Then come with us. Back to people.
No people. Just Phyllis.
Oh, this isn't going very well.
Be quiet, Sarah. Arnold, I'm sorry, but I had to go to the bathroom so bad I can't think straight. Will you wait here while I go to the bathroom and we can talk when I get back?
Bathroom?
Yes, I have to pee.
This woods. Everywhere bathroom. Can go here.
I can't pee right here where everyone else is.
Why not?
I need some privacy.
Arnold not know privacy.
Well, I guess you wouldn't after 47 years alone. But Arnold, now you stay right here and I'll be back in a minute. Now just stay here, okay?
Arnold, stay.
Good, I'll be right back. Now don't any of you say anything to scare him off. Woo!
So, Arnold, you've been living out here in the woods for 47 years?
Oh, Arnold not know how long, but many winters.
Don't you get cold in the winter?
Ooh, in winters, Arnold wear many furs.
Do you have fire?
Oh, Arnold make fire.
How?
Arnold learned make fire from cowboy Indian movie when small.
Oh, Arnold, we don't say Indian anymore.
Why?
Aubrey, I think we can forget the political correctness for now.
Arnold not know political correctness.
Well, a lot has changed since you went missing, Arnold.
rehabilitated. No, no. Arnold, go.
No, Arnold, don't go. It's not that bad. There's a lot of good stuff too.
What good stuff?
Well, we have electric vehicles.
Ooh, and video games.
What video game?
A giant waste of time.
No, they're not.
If you had put half the time you wasted playing video games over the last 20 years, doing something productive, you'd be a millionaire by now.
You didn't play video games, and you're not a millionaire.
But I also didn't waste all my time staring at my phone.
Why? Stare at phone.
You can play video games on your phone.
How play on phone?
Phones have changed a lot since you've been gone. Now they have screens and you can carry them around with you. So now everyone is always connected to everyone else at all times by the internet and social media.
Arnold, not one be connected, everyone.
Well, I can't say I blame you. Frankly, neither do I, but that's the way it is now.
Arnold, go.
No, Arnold, don't go. I told you not to scare him off.
We were just telling him about the modern world.
What thing about the modern world in particular?
Just social media and being connected to everything all the time.
So you were purposely trying to drive him off.
No, the conversation just sort of turned that way. We were trying to tell him about all the good things that's happened since he went missing.
And the best you could come up with was social media?
I said video games.
Oh. Hover cars now?
No hover cars here.
Supposed to be hover cars in future.
I know. They promised us hover cars, but so far, no hover cars.
Oh. Nuclear fusion power.
No. We're still waiting on that one too. But scientists have said that they think it's only about 10 years away.
Oh, that same scientists say when Arnold Young. Arnold disappointed. Arnold want stay here.
I think that's for the best. Well, I don't think Arnold would ever be able to adjust to our world.
But, Mom, we can't just leave him out here alone. He said he was lonely.
No, we're not going to leave him out here alone.
What do you mean?
Well, I thought it over and I decided to stay with Arnold.
What?
Fill us. Stay?
Mom, that's a horrible joke to play on Arnold.
I'm not joking. I thought it over and I'm going to stay. It's my fault that Arnold ran off and my fault that he spent the last 47 years alone. The least I can do is have you company now.
Mom, you
Fill us. Love. Arnold.
Well, Arnold, now I can't say I love you right now, but I promise I will try to learn to love you.
Mom, you can't be serious.
I am serious. I owe it to Arnold.
Dad, say something. Tell Mom she can't do this.
Phyllis, I don't think you should do this. I'll miss you horribly. I understand. If you really feel like this is the right thing to do, then I support your decision. Arnold, you better take good care of Phyllis.
Oh, Arnold, take care.
No! Dad, you can't go along with this. I'm not going along with this. I'm not going to let Mom stay out here in the woods with this Tarzan.
Arnold.
done that before.
Arnold can hide.
No, we're not going to let this happen. Dad, you can't possibly go along with this.
Sarah, your mother's a grown woman. If this is really what she wants, I have to go along with it.
No!
Sarah, Aubrey, what is the problem? Are you just upset because you think I'll be lost out here in the woods and you won't know where I am? So you'd be worried about me?
Yes, of course that's the problem.
Yeah, Mom, of course be horribly worried.
Well, then I think Arnold should just tell you where he lives, so then you'll know where I'll be.
What do you mean?
Arnold, tell them where you live.
Arnold lived at 1911 Greenwood, Reedport, Oregon.
What does that mean? Is that the address of his parents' house or something?
No, it means I live at 1911 Greenwood in Reedport.
What is going on here?
Oh, Sarah, Aubrey, I want you to meet my classmate, Arnold Foster.
I don't understand. What is happening?
I told you I'd get you back
This really is about us hiding on that hike 20 years ago?
So you do remember.
Yeah, we didn't know if you did.
Frantically searching for your children in the wilderness is not the kind of thing parents forget.
I told you she remembered.
So, Dad, you were in on this too?
Well, of course. Do you think I'd really let your mother stay out in the woods with some wild man?
So, Arnold Foster isn't real.
Well, I resent that, but I'm perfectly real.
But you didn't run off on a tree planting field trip.
No.
Was there even a tree planting trip? Or did you make all that up too?
No, that was real. And this is the grove of trees that we planted. And Arnold was my partner. And he really was very shy and we barely talked. But we did get to be good friends later in high school when we took drama together.
That class really did help me come out of my shell.
I can't believe you set all this up.
It was really a lot of fun.
But how did you come up with all this?
Well, it all started 3 years ago at our 40th high school reunion. I was talking to Arnold about our days in the drama class, and he mentioned our being paired for tree planting when we were in the 8th grade. I hadn't thought about tree planting in years. Arnold said that he found out where the grove of trees we planted was and had gone out to see them. I thought that'd be great to see also, but we didn't have time on that trip, so we decided we would go see them on this trip. Here we are.
But what about the whole wild man thing?
Oh, that was your father's idea.
At the reunion, Arnold here mentioned how he had a crush on your mother when they planted trees together. But he was too shy to talk to her, and when she went off with her friends, his heart was really broken. So we joked about how he could have gotten her back by running off and disappearing so she'd feel bad. Of course, then that reminded us of that time you kids hid. And we talked about how your mother had threatened to get back someday, but never actually did. Anyway, Arnold said he would show us where the grove of trees was on our next visit. When it turned out the whole family was going to meet up on this trip, well, I just sort of got the whole thing put together, and Arnold was willing to play along.
It was great. The first time I got to use my thespian skills since high school.
I really thought you might have given it away at one point.
Now when?
Arnold, think, love, transcend, spoken word.
Oh, yeah. Too much?
Well, transcend was maybe a bit too sophisticated for an 8th grader.
But you see, now, I saw my character as shy, but with a good vocabulary.
But I'll tell you this, the look on your two faces when your mother announced she was staying out here with Arnold, that was priceless.
So, when did you all rehearse this?
We didn't. We couldn't. It's not a play, but 2 of the characters don't know it's a play. We just worked out the basic plot, and then we did improv.
Yeah, I mean, really, we couldn't know how you girls were going to react. Now, Arnold, you really did throw me me with that question about good stuff in the modern world. I have to admit, I kind of locked up.
Electric cars?
Yeah, that's all I came up with.
And really, nuclear fusion?
Well now, see, I saw my character as shy, but sciencey.
Well, I'm willing to admit it. I fell for it.
Me too. I mean, it seems also fantastical, but I never dreamed you all ran on it. Mom, you have your revenge.
I agree. You got us back after 20 years.
One thing though, Arnold, how did you manage to get all the way around us from the creek without us hearing you? I was completely surprised when you came from that direction.
What do you mean, get around you? That's the direction I came from.
I know, when you finally came to us, you came from there, but you were down by the creek.
No, I was never by the creek. I know that's where we were supposed to meet up, but I was still on my way when I came upon y'all. Frankly, I was a bit surprised you were here. I wasn't quite ready for my big entrance, and that's why I came up with the whole hugga, blugga, blugga thing.
But I heard you down by the creek. You made the rah, rah, rah sound.
Yeah, and you went through the backpack and took the granola bars.
No, I didn't do any of those things. I was a little late getting here, so I was hurrying toward the creek when I came upon y'all. So like I said, it kind of took me by surprise.
Well, if you didn't take the granola bars, then...
Aha! I was right.
About what?
It was Sarah. You faked all that up to cover up eating the granola bars.
No, I didn't. I heard something down by the creek.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's just what I said before.
But before, we assumed it was just Arnold being dramatic.
Well, I didn't know that.
So, you're saying there really was something down there saying, "Arr."
Yes, that's what I've been saying all along.
Well, I don't like that.
Oh, you didn't seem too worried about it before. You were even joking about it being a juvenile Bigfoot.
Well, that was when I thought it was Arnold.
You thought I was a juvenile Bigfoot?
No, I thought it was just you trying to be scary. But we couldn't say, ooh, that might be Arnold, so we joked about it being a Bigfoot.
So, what was it?
Well, it wasn't me.
It's probably not a juvenile Bigfoot.
But it was something that went. So I think we should get out of here now.
I agree.
Well, I think it's probably nothing, but just to be on the safe side, we probably should head back.
Oh, what happened to? It's probably a squirrel. I'll go get the pack.
Well, that's when I thought it was Arnold.
You thought I was a squirrel?
No, Arnold. I just thought it was you. Now, you know what? You can't just keep up on the way back.
No problem there. I'm not lagging behind with whatever it is out here. Hey, how about we go eat dinner at the Harbor Light when we get back?
Ooh, is there any chance there's a shortcut back to the car?
Nice to know some things never change.
Yeah, let's go, everybody.
Finally, they're gone. I didn't think they were ever gonna leave. But I gotta say, they had some mighty tasty granola bars. By the way, we do not appreciate the name Bigfoot. That's a clear case of foot shaming. I'm a Sasquatch, and the plural is Sasquahe. And yes, we are real. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you're so real, why aren't you part of the fossil record? Well, that's simple. Because we're not from around here. Sasquahe are from Mars. Okay, I know what you're thinking now. Isn't Mars a dead planet? Well, sure it is now, but it wasn't always. unlike your scientists, ours actually perfected nuclear fusion power. So when the surface of our world became unlivable, we just moved underground. It's great down there and comfortable. And the nuclear fusion gives us all the energy we could ever need. It really couldn't be any better. I mean, we've got artificial sun to grow our crop. You know what? All of our cars are electric. No hover cars, though. Now, our scientists did invent them, but we live underground. Everybody just kept banging their heads on the ceiling, so we had to stop using the darn things. But now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, if Mars is so great, what am I doing here on Earth? Well, it's nice to get away once in a while. Since we developed interplanetary travel, we come to Earth for vacation. Personally, I like to fly fishing. I know what you're thinking now. If we're so advanced, why don't we just conquer the Earth and take over, like in all your sci-fi movies with the aliens? Well, first of all, just because you all are sort of ultra-warlike doesn't mean we are. We're a pretty live and let live species. And besides, we love where we live. We just like coming here on vacation. I mean, we got a say on Mars. Earth is a great place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. I mean, you all go to Disneyland on vacation. It's nice there, but nobody's like, I'm going to conquer this place and live here. You got lives to get back to. Well, so do we. Now, you might be wondering what we think of all those rovers you've been sending up to Mars all these years. Well, honestly, we don't really mind. We figured you got a right to be curious. And the entrances to our underground complexes, well, they're pretty well disguised. We were just a little bit concerned about all your talk about colonizing Mars. That was until your leading proponent of Mars colonization decided to run a social media company instead of doing space exploration. Now, I don't know about you all, but we're kind of scratching our heads over that one. But speaking of social media, if you're wondering if any of the Sasquatch videos on YouTube are real, the answer is yes, one of them. It was Jeff, and he did it on a dare. Now the guy's all smug about being famous. Now, I won't tell you which one it is, but I can give you a hint. That is such a Jeff move. Well, I guess that about wraps it up. If anybody would like to take a selfie with Sasquatch after the show, I'd be happy to do it. I mean, why should Jeff get all the glory? Besides, nobody will believe I'm real anyway. But one last thing. Crop circles. Yeah, Jeff did those too. That guy is such a show-off. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for coming. Good night. Oh, good, you're still here. Let me introduce my cast to you. First, in the role that he was born to play, Dean Smith. And now, possibly the greatest actress ever to come out of Newburgh, Missouri, Ariana Grant. Who unfortunately we might also be losing. Leo Lewis. parts because she's very talented. Lisa Story. And the woman without whom none of this could happen, our stage technician, Sandy Smith, sorry. And our playwright, director, and local Sasquatch, Greg Story. Thank you all for coming. You're a great audience. I was hoping to let I was trying. Oh, you're turning it on.